Hi Aquarius, welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. Let me make sure that my sound is turned up, guys, because I don't want to have to repeat this reading again. Let's just turn it right the way up. Yeah, it's on. Okay. I'm ever so sorry, Aquarius, that I wasn't around in July for your monthly reading. It's just that I've had a lot to deal with. I'm going to be doing a video on it anyway. It's really just a video of thanks, to be honest with you, because I now have to go out to work and also do the website and YouTube, so it's really difficult to try and... I want to do as much as I possibly can on the channel, but it's really difficult to kind of do everything all at once because I have my day job and stuff like that. But I was having a lot of difficulties in the day job and things kind of got on top of me and I just couldn't record in July. But you'll know more about it if you look at the Scorpio video. Yeah, so that's what's happened. But I'm back full force now. I'm getting stronger. Saturn is back in Scorpio, which is my sign. But it's teaching me a lot of stuff, and more than anything, it's teaching me the error of my ways, and always watch what you say, how you speak, because karma can come back to you. But along the way, it's also making me very, very strong. So I just want to let you know, guys, that I'm okay, and I'm getting there slowly but surely. But I'm going to be doing a video on this, okay? So keep your eyes peeled for it, because it's a very good topic to talk about. So Aquarius, August 2015. What I've decided to do now, Aquarius, is basically, I mean, I'm going to get my angel cards out as well. Where are they, actually? I wish I could find my angel cards, because I want to get some added... here we go. Some added information. Oh, no, they're not there. I don't know where my angel cards are. I wanted to sort of put an angel card in there, because I always find that with the angel cards, they always give you that added bit of clarity on a situation. I always find that they really do help just to really draw everything together on a reading. So I'm probably going to start doing that from now on. I've done it with Scorpio, and I'm sure that I've done it with a couple of other signs as well. But anyway, let's not blabber on too much. Let's talk about your reading. This month, coming August, Aquarius, I've got to be honest with you, it's not a great reading, okay? So if you don't want to know, then you can always just switch off. But I've got to be honest, when I turn the cards over and I look at what's, you know, I've had these cards sitting here for the last sort of couple of days whilst I've been trying to get other stuff out. But it's not great. But I feel that, you know, for every reading that we get that's not great, there is a lesson to be learned in there. There's something of value that you need to know that the universe is trying to relate to you. So if it resonates with you, then drop me an email, okay? Drop me a line, leave me a comment on the channel, all right? I'd love to see your comments, okay? Right. So the general energy for just to let you know, I draw two. I'm not sure whether I just told you this. I draw two cards to serve as the general energy for the month, and then I draw a bottom card, a card from the very bottom of the deck, to serve as the overall theme. Okay, let's go to the overall theme first of all, Aquarius. We have the Seven of Wands as your overall theme. This is a card about standing your ground, but it's also a card about fending off other people's staunch ideas. Okay, and it's kind of like, for me, it's about being the maverick. This card is always about being the maverick for me, because if you look at this, it's the Seven of Wands, and you've got 6 wands stuck in the ground. Now, I always look at wands as being eyes, or being visions, or being ideas, okay? So these wands represent to me people's ideas that are stuck. They're resolute, they're stoic, they're not moving. But this one person who's batting them off, he's batting off these ideas, okay? So he doesn't really agree with what everybody else thinks, okay? So this is the overall theme. It's kind of like sticking to your guns through the month of August, Aquarius, okay? So if you're finding that you're in a situation where people are disagreeing with you on something, or you're facing opposition on something, or a lot of competition, really, for me, this card is, you know, stay on your path, stick with what you believe, and don't let anybody else tell you otherwise, okay? So stay on your path. And it's funny, because your overall theme, we're going to draw these 3 cards together in a minute before we get to the reading. Your overall theme is the Devil in reverse, and also the Ace of Wands. Now, there are so many different kind of interpretations for the Devil in reverse, because on the one hand, an interpretation could be that the bonds, which are the chains, of like, they're even tighter, so they're holding you even tighter. And on the other explanation for the devil in reverse is that the bonds are actually slackening. So I feel that we can actually kind of and also this card is, when it's in reverse, is about losing an addiction on something. So it's kind of the devil, when it's upright, is about kind of being addicted to things sometimes that aren't good to us. So that could be sex, drugs, rock and roll, an unhealthy relationship, that type of thing. But when it's in reverse, this is about kind of loosening that, kind of coming out of that. It's about freedom. It's about releasing yourself from something that potentially wasn't very good for you. We also have the Ace of Wands here. And I just feel kind of that this might be a little bit of a love reading, maybe. Could be sexual, could be something like that. It could be kind of like losing an idea, or I'm just getting kind of releasing an idea, like an idea that has kept you held to something for a long time. The Ace of Wands is usually a very creative card. It can be a sexual card. It can kind of represent the sexual act, because it's a very phallic kind of instrument on that card. Can you see that, guys? I don't think you can. Okay, and I think with the devil as well, which can also be a very sexual, it can be about kind of being chained to a very lustful, very kind of debauched relationship. So maybe some of you guys in the month of August are going to be kind of releasing yourself from a relationship or a sexual relationship that potentially wasn't very good for you. This can either, for me, represent kind of releasing yourself, or the chains are loosening on something that may have seemed like a really good idea. Do you see what I mean? That's something kind of that's releasing yourself from some form of excitement, because the Ace of Wands can also be about excitement. The wands for me represent passion, drive, motivation, excitement. You get the court cards like the Page of Wands, especially the Knight of Wands. He's kind of like a love 'em and leave 'em type. He thrives on adrenaline. He thrives on kind of his passions, but he's kind of a very fair weather friend. He's a love 'em and leave 'em. He's like wham bam thank you man, that type of thing. So the ones for me are all about kind of heat and energy and that type of thing. So that's why I feel that you're going to be kind of trying in August, Aquarius, to release yourself from something that was very exciting, that may have been very passionate, but it might have even been an obsession, if that makes any sense to you. I always see, when I see the devil card, it reminds me of obsession. It reminds me of kind of something that's quite dark. And with the Ace of Wands as well, to me that suggests a risk, excitement, that type of thing. So I just feel, when I'm looking at these two cards as your overall theme for the month of August, it's releasing yourself from something that was addictive. And when something's addictive, it's almost an obsession. So it's releasing yourself from something that was an obsession, okay? And I feel that with the Seven of Wands in this is you kind of trying to break free from something here. So I feel that the month of August is all going to be about breaking free, but it's going to be a painful experience, I feel, for some of you guys. I've got to be honest, don't shoot the messenger. I'm just relaying what I see on these cards. But I feel that it will be something that forces your hand to do that. I don't feel that it's going to be kind of your I don't feel that it'll be completely your... I think part of it will be your decision to do that, and part of it will be because your hand's being forced to do that, okay? But I do feel that you're going to need to be releasing yourself from kind of something that may have been obsessive, something that could have even been quite sexual, something that might have given you power, because I do see the devil card as quite a powerful card as well. It represents power to me, power over others, okay? But power over others in a very kind of not in a good way, in a very negative way. When I look at the devil card, this devil has dominion over two very kind of... He's almost like converted them. So this person has converted them. So for August, I feel that it could be that you're releasing yourself from a very strong, powerful individual, somebody that maybe had kind of some form of a hold on you, some form of a kind of somebody who may have been very they could have been quite charming, because I see this card as being quite charming as well. These two people are naked, but they're not they're vulnerable, but they don't know that they're vulnerable. They're being kind of seduced. So to me, this almost looks like releasing yourself from a seduction of something. But I feel that your hand will either be forced to do it, or you just, you've changed your mind on something. So let's have a look at the cards that have come up for you, Aquarius. We do have in the first two positions the Strength card in reverse. Can you see that, guys? Strength card in reverse, and we've also got the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, so when the Strength card is in reverse, it really talks about, when you get it upright, it talks about kind of being in touch with your inner willpower, your inner strength. This can also be a card of lust as well, because it's a female taming a lion, and the Strength card is always known about, as well as being strong, willpower, that type of thing, it can be a card about feminine lust. Okay, so a female being in control of something. And it's funny how we have two kind of very feminine cards, the Strength card and also the Nine of Pentacles. When this Nine of Pentacles is upright, it's about somebody who is surrounded by abundance, something that they've built up, okay? But when it's in reverse, it's about living beyond your means, being kind of careless with your resources. It can be about theft or fraud as well, okay? It can be about instability, irresponsibility. So I've just feel kind of looking at these two cards. This is you guys. This is you guys kind of giving in to something here. This is what I'm feeling here. When the Strength card is in reverse, it really can talk about kind of retreating, almost cowardice, almost giving in to something. And I feel with the Nine of Pentacles next door to it, this is kind of you guys losing your grounding. So this is why it's important to have these top cards. Like we've got the Devil in reverse and the Ace of Wands, and we've also got the Seven of Wands. Now sometimes this can be literally what you're going to do in August, and sometimes this can be the card saying this is what you need to do. And I feel in this case, this is what you need to do. With the Devil in reverse and the Ace of Wands, and we've got the Seven of Wands as your bottom card, your overall theme for the month. This is about being resolute in something. This is about letting go of something, no matter how much it hurts, because it's going to benefit you in the end, Aquarius, okay? So this is, to me, these two top cards and the bottom card, Devil in reverse, Ace of Wands, Seven of Wands, is saying to me that the universe is advising you that it would be best to release something, okay? Don't give in to temptation. Don't give in to weak will. Don't give in to compromising, or compromising your own independence, your own strength. Because I do feel that these two cards strongly talk about compromising. And especially the Strength card in reverse. This is not standing in your personal power. It's not standing in your personal truth. It's actually compromising and giving it away. And kind of giving into the weakness of something. This is what I'm saying here. Okay? Let me just take a look at this card. This woman doesn't know what she's doing when it's upside down, okay? She doesn't have any control, really, when it's upside down. Her hands look topsy-turvy on the lion. She doesn't look like she's in control. When it's upright, she's in control. When it's downright, she's not in control. So to me, it's like, with this card as well, her pentacles protect her. She got everything she wants. But when it's in reverse, it's almost like the pentacles are about to fall into the sky. So everything she's built up, she's about to lose because she's given in to something. So this is why I feel we've got this card here, the Seven of Wands, as your overall theme, as your overall advice card, I call it in this reading, because it's saying you must stand your ground. Don't give in. Don't become weak-willed and not need. Okay? Because if you become weak-willed and not need, and you kind of give in to pressure, or you give in to temptation, or you give your power away, which I see this woman is giving her power away, it simply means that you lose every single little bit of reserve that you've actually built up within you. Now, there may be people around you that are going to be celebrating this, okay? There may be people around you who might be celebrating that you've kind of come off your perch, or that you've walked away from something. And we don't have to have an Eight of Cups to show that you're walking away from something, you know, because the cards can say a variety of things. We don't have to have the precise cards here. But so there might be some people celebrating because we have the Three of Cups here. This to me is meant to be a card of celebration, and it is. But sometimes when you get a reading like this where a lot of the cards are showing a little bit of negative energy, it shows celebration and it shows happiness over something that maybe was causing a problem for others. So I do feel that there's going to be some people celebrating here when you eventually just release something. Okay? I don't feel that this is you. Well, it could be you celebrating having released something. Okay? This might even be you going out and getting pissed, getting drunk. Do you know what I mean? Because you've decided to walk away from something, or you've decided not to bother kind of like giving into something that's not right for you. This could be you guys going out with your friends. Maybe this is after a breakup. We do have a card that shows regret and remorse on it. We don't have any breakup cards as such. So maybe you guys are taking some time out from something that's not being very good for you. We do also have the Sun card in the reverse. Now, the Sun card in reverse is not always a bad card to have, okay? It's really kind of a good card because it's the same. I mean, the Sun card, you can't really mix up the meanings, whether they're reversed or whether they're upright. It just simply means with the Sun card that this takes a little bit more time for stuff to kind of show through, for the light to kind of show through. But it's a very positive thing, nevertheless, to have it in the reversed position, okay? I feel that when I'm looking at it reverse, it's almost like it's telling you to hold on and have some faith here, okay? Because the child looks like it's about to fall into the sun. It looks like it's about to gain some clarity. Rather than the clarity being there, smack bang, right there, it looks like it's about to gain some wisdom or gain some kind of clarity on a situation. Even though it's not been the most positive of situations in the first instance, in the long run, that's what you're going to find you're going to get. We also have the Page of Cups in reverse, okay? This can be a child. It can be somebody who's throwing temper tantrums. It can be someone who is spoilt, petulant, someone who demands their own way, somebody who gets challenged on something, someone who becomes very, very angry. So this could be somebody that potentially you're just kind of saying, you know what, you don't have any control over me anymore. I'm telling you, you don't have any control, and I'm releasing you. And they're getting angry because you've done that. They're getting angry. And I just feel that we've got the Emperor here. Now, this could, I feel that this represents, this is the same person, the Emperor and the Page of Cups. What I've discovered through doing private readings a lot of the time is one person can be represented by many different cards, but it's their moods that are represented through the cards. This is what I'm feeling here with these cards. Whenever I do them, whenever I've done readings, I've seen one person who is represented by different cards. So, for example, you could have someone who comes up as the King of Cups. So his mood is very nice in the present position. But then, like in the outcome position, he might show up as being the King of Swords. So rather than thinking with his heart in the present position, in the outcome position, he'd simply be thinking with his head. So to me, one person can represent several people within the court cards or whatever. I feel that it's the Emperor that's going to be throwing tantrums. So the Emperor has dominion over people. And if you look at the Devil card has dominion over people. But it's in the reverse. So it's loosening loosening the bonds, loosening the ropes, loosening the chains of someone that had kind of some form of power over you. But the Emperor, to me, doesn't like it because he's still holding on to something here. And he's pissed off that you're not kind of that bothered anymore about him. This is what I'm feeling here. Or you're not showing that you're bothered about him. So he's sort of throwing a temper tantrum and being childish about a situation here. So somebody doesn't like it that the bonds are beginning to loosen. Somebody doesn't like it that you're eventually kind of coming out of this phase of being domineered, of being controlled by something. It could be any situation. You have to get back to me, Aquarius. But in August, you're going to I believe that you're going to be releasing something, or the cards are saying release it, or, you know, it's best not to go down this path of giving in. Okay? Don't be the strength card in reverse, Aquarius. Don't give in to your passions. Don't give in to things that might make you feel good on the surface, but inside they don't make you feel so good, because you will lose your power. These two cards are very powerful female cards to me, but you'll lose your female power or your male power or whatever. You will simply per se lose your power, and you'll lose your strength, and you'll lose everything that you've built up for yourself if you give in to this. Okay? So don't give in to excitement. I feel this is what I'm saying. Maybe this is someone who presented some of you guys with excitement, and now you can kind of see things for what they are. Maybe that's it. And they're a bit pissed off with it. This is why they're showing us these two cards. And your final cards, Aquarius, are the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Five of Cups. So there is some loss here. I don't see the Five of Cups as being a card of total loss, because there are two cups upstanding. So this could be something about a connection still being there, or something that you've learned being there. It's a lesson. It's something that is still there, that is very much that you can hope for. But the three cups that are spilled out are you guys looking at something that you feel is potentially lost, or that you feel some form of regret over. But to me, these cards are saying don't feel regret over anything, okay? Because the universe is saying to you that there is hope in the distance. There is hope behind you, but you can't see it. Don't fall into the pattern of thinking, oh God, I let that go and I lost it and I shouldn't have done that, because it's the right thing to do for the time being. The Ace of Swords with this, to me, suggests potentially angry words, potentially feeling that you can't raise the sword, that there isn't kind of that breakthrough. So it's kind of feeling, I feel that there's going to be an air of disappointment maybe. Don't be angry with me, guys, if I say this to you. I'm just being honest with the reading. I feel, looking at the reading, there is an air of disappointment here. But in the long run, it's going to be for the best. So let's have a quick kind of recap, Aquarius, on the reading, okay? We've got the Devil card in reverse and the Ace of Wands as your general energy. But I feel that this is going to be the advice that the cards are giving you for August. And this is to let go of something that I feel might be unhealthy for you, of something that might be really exciting and make you feel alive, but then it's not so good. Okay, and I feel the cards are saying you need to let go of it. Okay, you need to kind of slacken those bonds. You need to overcome whatever this obsession is. If you do have an obsession, or somebody has an obsession with you, or an addiction, you need to get over that addiction. Okay, now the theme is, and the other advice as far as I'm concerned, is standing your ground. Okay, standing your ground, beating off. I mean, these 6 wands, as far as I'm concerned, when I look at the other cards, is really kind of beating off something that will not budge, something that will not move, something that's really kind of stuck. You could be stuck on an idea, and you could be kind of mentally trying to beat it off. And mentally trying to beat it off is with this Devil card here. So you're beating something or someone off. You're beating off an addiction, an obsession, something that you're trying to beat off, but it's telling you to stand your ground. Now, what it's saying to you, Aquarius, is if you don't stand your ground, you're going to be weak-willed, knock-kneed, and you're going to give in to temptation. Okay, with this Strength card. It's telling you upright to be strong. Okay, downright it's saying to you, if you don't give in, if you give in, this is what you get. Okay, you get confusion, you get a little bit of chaos, and you also lose your own control. And we can see you're losing control with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, you're losing everything you've built up. You're losing your strength. You're losing your you're losing your independence as a human being. You're not standing in your truth. There may be some people who are happy about this, okay? Because we've got this 3 of Cups. People are celebrating. This is not, for me, a celebratory card, okay? A lot of the time, especially when it's in a reading like this. This represents people who are happy about something here, okay? Or it could be that, you know, you guys have some form of addiction. Some of you might have an addiction to partying, to drink, to booze, whatever. But the sun is kind of going down on that a bit now. It's going to take you time to kind of realise, you know, a pattern of behaviour or something that you're doing. This is what I'm getting. A pattern of behaviour to realise that this isn't really the way that you need to be going, okay? These are either people who are happy about you kind of walking away from something, or this is kind of putting something to bed with these Three of Cups. Could be that some of you have been burning the candle at both ends a little bit too much. Just a thought. But I really feel truly about this reading that these three cards are very significant. Page of Cups in reverse and the Emperor and the Devil. Okay, the Emperor is the devil as far as I'm concerned in this reading. This is the person that you're loosening your chains from, that you're loosening your bonds from. And they don't really like it because the Page of Cups is somebody who is very kind of petulant, angry, petty, likes to cause trouble, somebody who acts like a child. But I feel that it's the Emperor card who's acting like the child. Okay, because they want their own way. They don't want you to have your freedom. They still want to keep you chained up. Okay. And then we've got the Ace of Swords. These could be angry words. Somebody trying to keep you stuck in a certain position. Okay. But by loosening the slack on this position that they want to keep you in, you will find that you might feel a little bit of disappointment there. But in the end, it is for the best. Because what is behind you is even better. You've got 2 cups upstanding there, Aquarius. Drink from them. Okay. That's your reading, Aquarius, for the month of August 2015. Thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you on my next reading. I'm going to try and devise some readings for the weekend for you guys. And I love you loads and I won't be leaving you again. All right? Take care, guys. Bye.